After World War II, the United States entered a long rivalry known as the Cold War, and the civics test asks 4 related questions about it. Who was the U.S. main rival? What was one main concern? Why did the U.S. enter the Korean War? Why did it enter the Vietnam War? This lesson presents each answer exactly as the official bank states it, factually, without taking sides. By the end, you will have every accepted answer for the Cold War cluster. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? The official accepted answers are the Soviet Union, the USSR, and Russia. The most precise answer is the Soviet Union, also written as the USSR. The official bank also accepts Russia, because Russia was the largest part of the Soviet Union. Any of these 3, Soviet Union, USSR, or Russia, is a correct answer on the test. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? You only need one accepted answer. Accepted, communism. Accepted, nuclear war. Either one is correct. The most commonly taught answer is communism. Stated neutrally, during the Cold War, the United States was concerned about the spread of communism and about the possibility of nuclear war. 2 separate questions share one answer. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? Why did it enter the Vietnam War? For both, the official accepted answer is the same: to stop the spread of communism. So whether the question names Korea or Vietnam, the answer is to stop the spread of communism. Both were part of the broader Cold War, and learning one answer covers both questions. A precision note on the rival question. The official bank accepts Soviet Union, USSR, and Russia. All 3 are correct. For the clearest, most precise answer, say the Soviet Union or the USSR. That names the country exactly as it existed during the Cold War. Russia was the largest part of the Soviet Union, which is why Russia is also accepted. If you can, lead with Soviet Union. It is the safest, most exact wording, and it leaves no room for doubt. Here is the whole set. Main rival, the Soviet Union, USSR or Russia. Soviet Union is the most precise. One main concern, communism or nuclear war. Why the Korean War? And why the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. The same answer for both. That is the complete, test-ready Cold War answer set, reported straight from the official bank. Nothing is held back. Prove it to yourself before you move on. Cover the screen, and out loud in your own words, answer. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Now 2 more. What was one main U.S. concern? And why did the U.S. enter the Korean War? Compare with the lesson. The Soviet Union, also USSR or Russia. Communism or nuclear war. To stop the spread of communism. If those came out instantly, you're ready to drill this set under pressure. If you paused, that pause is the gap the practice room closes.